We in double figures. It's episode 10. In the previous episode, we built up this rather ridiculous looking structure, which from this angle doesn't actually look that ridiculous, but if you fly out, yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one, and this is the start. This is the beginnings of my base. Now, I don't want to repeat myself too frequently, but you see this gigantic octagon that we have going around this gigantic empty area of the jungle here, which I've cleared by hand. There are going to be 7 more of these towers on each one of the sides of the octagon. So lots to do then. Lots and lots to do. And I'm going to try my best, really try my best, to get as much done in this episode as I possibly can. So here's the deal. I've got 3 days until this video is supposed to release. It is currently 9 AM on Friday morning, and this episode is releasing at 8 PM on Sunday night. Obviously, I've got to do some editing in that time of this video, and I have to sleep and eat and do all those other things, but other than that, all my time is available for Minecrafting, okay? And I just want to see how much I can get done, alright? So let's just get the ball rolling. That is very sweet of Iskall. He was doing a little end-busting stream the other day. Looks like he missed me, but he's provided me with 4 shulker boxes. This is the loudest farm in the world. I really need one of those TNT chambers. I'm considering building one in this episode because I think that would actually save me time overall with the amount of concrete that I'm going to be getting. Anyway, to start things off today, I'm just going to grind it out and I'm going to convert a bunch of concrete powder into hardened concrete. Oh, goodness me, that's an issue. This is a straight up issue. This is an issue. This is an issue. I don't know what to do about it. I think maybe it might be smart if I move the area that I make the concrete away from all my valuables. That worked quite nicely, didn't have any more creeper related incidents, and now we have a tonnage of light grey concrete. That's probably enough to do 1 more tower. Seriously, I'm not joking. In fact, it seems like I'm going to be miles off because I've almost run out and I've only got 1 half of it built. The other half that I've just started, I've actually built in the wrong place somehow. I'm not entirely sure how, but that's what I've done. Well, that was frustrating, but I've managed. I took it all down and I started again, and it's now all constructed. This is the first of 7 that we have to build in today's episode, and that's 7 frameworks, and then we have to do all the filling in. Oh, and it used all of that grey concrete, so that means to make... I'm going to do 2 now, and that means that I need to make 3 inventories full, which is quite a lot. I think this could take more than 3 days. Yeah, it definitely will if I keep doing things like this. So I've built up another one. That's just over there. And I've just almost finished this one. And then I've realised that I've actually built it 1 block too far to the left. No. I'm laughing because otherwise I'd be crying, okay? And I think I'm doing both at the same time right now, to be frankly honest. Let's do some Hermit Challenges stuff. And by the looks of things, we've got ourselves a new member. Sort of.
So I did what you said, Mumbo. I got a new friend for Hermit Challenges. Hermit Challenges, yay! Challenges.
Who is it? Who have you got? I mean, I know Stress is here, but it's only the pair of us that are still initiated, dude.
No. No, I did the thing. She ate the cookie. I dropped down from the tree. Weirdly in her eyes, she rang the bell, and I was like, "Hermit Challenges initiation!" Yay! I was super annoying.
I can't believe it. No. Whoa. Iskall, dude, I trusted you, and I came to you. You know, I thought that you could handle this. Stress, look, could you just do me a favour, please, and could you just hit this button right here, this one right here?
Another favour.
Yeah.
What
Just that button there.
That button.
That's all you needed to do, dude. Congratulations, Stress. You're now initiated. This useless man. You forgot the most important.
There was no tutorial coming with it. You didn't send it off with a tutorial.
How do you expect to send off the... okay, the fire needs to stay on. The fire needs to stay on, all right? Did you do that as well? Did you...
I'm completely useless. I should just... am I uninitiated? I should
No one can be uninitiated from Hermit Challenges.
I have no idea what I'm up for here. Like...
Okay. Well, here's the deal. All right, what you need to do, Stress, is I have a little bit of paper in my inventory, so take some of that.
Okay.
Iskal, take some of this.
Alright.
Oh, we're doing this
Useless.
now?
Okay.
Oh,
Useless.
for goodness sake, you
Useless.
didn't say this.
Useless. Okay, so here's how it works, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll explain all
Okay.
the rules. You write out a challenge, you write out a bunch
Yeah.
of challenges, and then
Yeah.
I guess we'll put them in a dropper and maybe hit some buttons. I don't really know. And then hermit challenges.
Okay, I'm doing it. I got place 10,000 blocks.
Hey,
That's
Iskal,
not even
dude.
funny.
That is funny.
Oh my god, how am I supposed to do
That's
that?
quite a lot of blocks.
Yes. Okay,
What'd you get?
I got a good one.
What
Do
yeah.
good deeds.
Do good deeds. That's
yeah.
that-
I'm not.
Good
I'm not.
one.
I'm not gonna do one for you though.
no
I'm
one.
not gonna do one for you.
Do a Swedish themed episode. Do a Swedish themed episode. Are you joking me, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
May have been mine. May have been mine.
No.
Okay, yeah, well,
Yeah.
how about some of this action? How about some of this?
Oh, okay.
Right, and then Stress. If you
Right.
wouldn't mind just getting in the cauldron, the opposite cauldron,
This is-
wouldn't we,
This
you know.
this is
Too
so
close for comfort.
stupid.
Cool.
God. What? Eh, You can't
What?
give me both challenges. What?
Well, no, you throw yours to me.
Oh, all right.
Nice,
grumble
cool.
about that.
Okay, that's fantastic. And throw it into the flames. Wait, did you have the do 10,000? I thought you had the good deeds one.
What has just happened? I'm very confused. What are
I
these
have no
cauldrons?
idea.
This
I
is new.
stood in a yeah.
Well, no, this is the swap broth. You can stand in a swap broth. You know, hermit swap broth. We can
What
swap
is
challenges if you want to.
happening? What?
So now I've got to do a Swedish themed episode.
Just so you know, to confirm your challenge, you just throw it into the fire,
Oh.
and then you confirm that you
Oh.
are actually taking on that challenge.
Have
Brilliant.
I got a choice?
And brilliant. Well, there we go. Hermit challenges all completed. And you know what? Placing 10,000 blocks, we are going to breeze straight past that in today's episode. 1 day down, 2 to go. This is how far we've managed to get. And yeah, I mean, are we behind schedule? We might be a bit, I don't know. It does look good though. It does. I don't know why my voice is stuck so high. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be really, really difficult. Trying to work out the diagonals is a nightmare. I'm laughing because I'm stressed out because I have rebuilt this and I've started again. That doesn't look right to me. Is that the right height? They haven't gone to the same height at all, have they? Have they? No, that's definitely 1 block higher. And now this has happened. I managed to sort out that height problem, but just getting that shouldn't look like that. That looks totally wrong. This is all wrong. And I've barely gone past square one. All right, we're now 2 hours into this specific tower here, just this tower. And things are going well. I mean, I've finally managed to work out a system of how to build this effectively. And not easily. Easily is not the term that I would use, but at least it's now starting to make sense. So I'm starting to find a rhythm with it, and now I think we're kind of on the home straight of getting this shape completed. And another couple hours later, staring at this is making my brain hurt, because to me, this looks like it's going away from me. This looks like it's coming towards me. That looks like it's going away. Then there it looks like it's coming towards me, but this looks like a straight line. It's all like a strange optical folding illusion in my head, but all of that is totally flat. Look at this guy. He's trying to pick up all the seeds that are on the floor. Bless him. He's trying to plant them. The outline is now all fully completed. I'm hoping that the next one should be a lot faster because I've now learned how it functions. You see, what I'm looking out for is what I'm referring to as stealth bombers. Okay, that's the only way that I can actually build these things. So when I was a kid, my favorite aeroplane, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's got a fancy actual military name, but I just used to think that stealth bombers were like the coolest looking things in the world. And these remind me of stealth bombers. And if you look throughout the build, they're everywhere. There's stealth bombers everywhere. Okay, this is a build entirely constructed of stealth bombers. So I'm looking to create stealth bombers And if I've got stealth bombers, then I know I'm on the right track. Now, I so wish I could make a time lapse of me building these, but unfortunately, I'm actually using my camera account to just double check that I'm not building things totally wrong, because as soon as you make a mistake on these, it compounds and then the whole thing's out of whack. But goodness me, when we fly around this place, this looks so wild. This looks totally nuts. Look at this place. It's enormous. I mean, it's also going to be really cool having Iskal's base as well, just on the horizon. Just two enormous structures just dominating the landscape. I also love how absolutely tiny my hobbit hole now looks. It honestly looks like a joke. Anyway, so it begins. Tower number 2 of the diagonals. Once we finish this, we'll be halfway done on the diagonals, which means that we are 3/4 of the way done in total. I have not recorded a clip in 3 hours, which is a bit strange to me, so I thought I'd just check in and say hi. I'm still working on this. We've also just totally run out of sand. So that is 3 double chests of sand used so far for this project, and I haven't even finished the outside frameworks. And just so you know, I'm not getting all the sand from the desert next to my base. I will eventually do another big hoard. But for now, here's the situation. We have got that next tower all constructed as well, so that's 2 of the diagonals done, and we've got 6 towers in total. Everything is coming together really quite nicely. I was pretty tired after building up that one, so I thought I'd just go off to bed. Clearly, I was so tired that I left my Minecraft account logged in, and I died. I got shot by a skeleton. Now, you may be wondering how come you're still in all of your fancy equipment. It's because Grian came along and he saved all my gear, chucked it into a chest, and made sure that none of it despawned, which I really, really appreciate, because if I had lost this gear, probably would have cried. Yeah, I would have been very, very upset. I don't fancy getting this stuff again. So, I feel like maybe I should respond to his messages, you know, and just let him know that I appreciate him, because I know that, you know, he's been missing me a little bit. Thank goodness. I've been secretly panicking over the past couple of days because I totally thought I'd lost this. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Totally forgot I came to this shop. And by the way, how could I forget that? This shop's awesome. It's the coolest system for a shop ever. Anyway, I think I've got my care package sorted for Grian. So it's a shulker box called Appreciate Ya. It's got some anvils because I know that he needs anvils, and also some rockets of reunion because we've been reunited in our friendship, and also a diamond block to my old chum. Right, let's get this sorted in one of these minecart chests then. And obviously it has to be a totally new minecart chest because I kind of want to just see how many minecart chests eventually pile up in here. Go forth and bring great happiness to the cod-headed man. Beautiful. Brings a tear to the eye, that does. It is now the final morning. We have got 12 hours left. It is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. This video releases at 8 o'clock at night, so we've got 12 hours to make as much progress as we possibly can. And the first thing that we're going to have to do to get this ball rolling is a little bit of resource gathering, which is kind of not something that I expected to have to do, especially considering we haven't even filled them in. I did not expect to have to do more resource gathering just on the outlines of these things, but I guess they do use a lot of concrete. Which, by the way, on the Hermit Challenges front, I have totally completed the challenge. As you can see from the statistics right here, I have so far placed 15,000 light grey concrete. At the start of this episode, it was 4,000, so I've placed 15,000, but also I've placed nearly 15,000 light grey concrete powder as well, because obviously that needs to be placed so that I can actually get this. So I've placed around about, 20,000 blocks in today's episode so far. Still not finished. I also appreciate the fact that my third most used item is shears with 18,000 uses. 18,000 bushes cut down. I mean, I knew that jungle was dense with foliage, but I didn't realise it was that dense with foliage. Oh, this could be a problem. This could be a problem. I've fallen into the wrong part of the system. No! Oh gosh! I've been killed by Iskal's gold farm. Oh dear. Double oh dear. Because, well, Iskal is very, very kind to the server performance, and he drops all non-stackable items out into lava. Tears in my eyes a little bit, which means that the majority of my armor and all of my tools, and quite a few shulker boxes of sand and light grey concrete that I was carrying on me, that I thought in my head, maybe I shouldn't carry these, maybe I should put them in an ender chest. I didn't do that. And now they're gone. Oh No! Now, I mean, it could have been worse, okay, because my Elytra and my leggings and one shulker box of sand did manage to blast outside of the dying chamber and land on the edge, so I was able to pick those up. But other than that, yeah, I kind of have to start from fresh, so I have to get good again. Which is fine. It's fine. And I want to make it very clear, this is totally my fault. Nothing to do with this scout. This was not him. This is all me being a total moron. A total moron. I'm so annoyed at myself. With that being said, the process of recovery has been made a lot easier by Iskall. Not only is his gold farm absolutely amazing, as you can see from my 54 levels here, but also, while I was repairing up my equipment, I was chatting with Iskall, and he felt so bad about what happened that he's come by and he's given me, well, just look at this. Like, seriously. I've probably got better gear now than I did before I died. And I've got a secret trick up my sleeve. I'm going to name all of my tools invulnerable to lava. I don't think actually it's not going to do anything, I don't think. But, I mean, if I tell my tool that it's invulnerable to lava, maybe when it falls into lava, it will have the confidence to not burn up. Maybe. Let's face it, probably not. We are kitted out to the nines. Look at this. Right, that's some serious kit. This is some serious kit. That's some serious kit. We've got serious kit there, serious kit there. I mean, look at that. 7 enchantments on one tool and a wicked bow. I'm feeling positive. Anyway, let's get back to building, shall we? We now have 9 hours to go until this episode airs, and I think that should hopefully be just enough time for me to build the other 2 diagonals. So, I've worked out where this thing needs to go, and now I need to just start chucking blocks in place. And by the way, I have no idea how this video is going to come together in the editing thing. I have not been focusing at all on actually recording clips. I've literally just been focusing on building. I don't even know how long the video is at this point in time. I have no idea. Well, these guys have come out of nowhere, and they seem upset at me. I'm not entirely sure what to say here, because I don't want to kill them, because then do I get the bad omen effect? That means that whenever I go by my villages, which I do quite often, they will then be raided. I don't fancy that. Why don't you just leave? Leave me alone. I'm destroying some of my hard-earned progress. I've built it wrong. That's frustrating. Hilariously, I'm about 10 blocks from finishing the final tower, but I ran out of hardened concrete and then fell off the edge. Didn't have any firework rockets, so I've had to come all the way here, get firework rockets, convert some concrete, and then we'll be done. Absolutely mega. Absolutely mega. And I gotta say, my new favourite view of the base now is from up here. Wow, that looks like something from a different planet. That looks like something from a different planet. And I am so pleased that I've been so meticulous with my measurements, because all of these things perfectly line up. They're all perfectly proportioned. They're all on the correct angles and in the correct places. I would cry. I would really cry if I found anything wrong, but everything has been checked to the T. Now, I just needed a few extra blocks of sand so that I could finally craft up just this last set of grey concrete powder, and just being able to see this on the horizon, it looks so menacing. It's so massive. So with 1.5 inventories worth of light grey concrete, I'm ready to embark on the final outline of the tower. And this is one of the first ones that's actually a little bit problematic to start placing in, because it's a fairly dense jungle right here. And this is what 1 hour's worth of progress looks like. Doesn't look like a lot, does it? No. And it's all about to disappear, because can you see? That side is higher than this side, and I cannot for the life of me work out how or why that has happened, but nothing seems to be lining up. Are these on the same? Yeah, they're on the same bearing. It doesn't. Honestly, I'm lost on this one. Everything's skewed. This is what another hour of progress looks like. This hour has been a lot better. I've managed to find my rhythm a little bit more. We are making strong progress. The only thing that I can't help but notice is that I am almost out of light grey concrete, which is, yeah, that's always quite a big hold up. It's always quite a big hold up. But I didn't let that stop me. We gathered the resources, and now here we are. I feel like I hadn't quite realised. I was just gonna finish it up. Like, I was kind of in the zone. I was totally in my mind. I'm listening to podcasts. You know, I'm cracking on. I hadn't quite realised how monumentous that moment was, because that right there is the final block of our tower frames. And I would have blasted through it without even realizing, and then just kind of gone, oh, it's done. No, I feel like we need to mark that occasion. That needed to be shown on camera, because, yeah, that's a big deal. I'm just going to make sure that I haven't forgotten anything, because you know how these things go. No, it all looks pretty fully constructed to me. It all looks pretty fully constructed to me, and oh, this is my first time seeing the full thing. Whoa, that looks crazy. And I cannot wait. I mean, imagine this area now. Like, already it looks quite dramatic. Okay, and it does look dramatic. Imagine how dramatic it's going to look with an old, ancient, ruinous tower coming up through the center. And also when Iskal's tree is finished as well. Like, imagine how ridiculous this area is going to look. And when they're filled, I keep forgetting, this is like this isn't even their final form. This is not how they're going to be. All of them are going to be fully filled in with this. They're going to have the accents on them. So that in itself is going to look mad, and that in itself is a mega, mega, mega project. You see, I can't really remember the goal that I set myself at the start of this episode. I think I definitely wanted to get all of the frameworks done. And I thought that maybe I would be able to get the filling in done as well. But, I mean, I have spent I've spent 3 12-hour days on this. So what's that, 36 hours? Yeah, I've spent 36 hours on this episode building up these frameworks. So I think that's enough. I think that's enough for this one. It's been fun. It's been cool. I'd like to do an episode like this every now and again. I think it's a fun way of doing things. Just do one mega-sode where I really put the time in. But anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed. I have no clue how long the episode is right now. I'm assuming it's long enough. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. And you know what? I would never normally do this, but please do show your support by liking the video, going down to the comment section, writing something nice, please. Please write something nice. And also subscribing to the channel. You know, I've seen that more than half of you aren't subscribed currently. What you doing? What are you thinking? Hit that red button, maybe the bell as well. I think I deserve it for once.